Go.
All right, guys, you guys ready to learn some bunker shots?
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna do a little bit of a demonstration here on how to hit a bunker shot. So I'm gonna go over the setup, the actual swing for it, and then I really want to work on you guys. We already did some flop shots. I like to do that first just to give you guys some soft feel. So we already got half of it done by going over the angle of approach with the flop shot.
Yeah.
Right, it's a little bit of the same when it comes to a bunker shot. But here, I'm gonna really show you guys how to hit one. So what I want to focus on first is the setup. When you set in the sand, okay, so kind of take a look at where you're going, where you want to land the ball. As you set in, you guys see my open stance?
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be pointing this way, all right? And I'm also gonna get a wide base, all right? It's almost like maybe a driver's stance. You're just gonna have a little bit of a wider base. And you kind of want to scooch your feet inside, make sure you're settled inside the sand. And then, so you guys see my club face?
Yeah.
It's a lot like the flop shot that we just did a little while ago. I'm gonna open the club face to match my stance, all right? In the ball position. I like it in the middle of my stance. And then I'm gonna also focus on my contact point. My contact point's probably gonna be 1.5 inches behind the golf ball. So right now I'm drawing a line. Obviously you can't do that in a tournament. Why is that?
Because you can't ground it.
You can't ground your club, okay? But just for practice purposes, we're gonna draw a line, 1.5 inches, because that's my contact point. Okay? So let's go over the swing. Now I got my setup, wide base, wide stance, open club face. So when we did the flop shot, what did we do? We brought the club up a lot sooner.
A lot higher.
Right? A lot higher. The angle of approach is a lot higher. Okay, so as I take it back, I'm gonna take it back high, I'm gonna take it back through, and I'm gonna drop that open club face right behind the golf ball, all right? About 1.5 inches behind it, okay? Because this club face is gonna get right underneath the golf ball and hit a lot of sand. At no point,
bounce it up.
especially greenside bunkers,
Yeah.
at no point does this hit the golf ball. What does it hit?
Sand.
The sand, okay? So as you come through, I really want to see some follow throughs. As you come through, you're going to get a lot of sand, but you still have to follow through. Number one thing I see a lot with some bunker shots is this. You guys see that? They just stop. There's no follow through. And they get a lot of sand. They think they're doing it right, but then all they're doing is they're hitting the sand behind it, and there's not enough power to get it up and over.
Yeah.
Okay? So the last thought I want for you guys is it's more mentally and it's more focused on the feel of the golf shot. Is trust the thumb. Okay? So when you hit it thin, what happens?
Goes far.
What sound do you hear? Right? Or like a clank, right? Off the bottom of the club face. Too much ball, right?
Yeah.
If you hear a thud, what do you hear? Or what did you get? Too much sand, right? So a thud, right? That's way too much sand, okay?
You can also break your club.
You could break your club.
I did it before.
Depending how strong.
I did it before.
A strong boy like you, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit a bunker shot, and I really want you guys to watch what I do and really focus on the sound of it. All right? It's gonna be a thump sound. I always tell myself that to really focus on that feel. I'll wait for these gentlemen to get their golf balls. But when you set into it, I'm gonna set my feet up. I'm all good there. I'm gonna have an open club face. I'm gonna focus on my angle of approach, and then I'm gonna take a swing and really trust the thumb. Get it. Ah. Does that make sense, guys?
Yep.
All right. So that thump, you guys see my divot?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not deep, but
It's not deep.
Spread around.
Spread around, right? Kind of right in between, which we want. And I'm going to take a look at that. But really get that set up. If you're set up perfectly, your shot and your swing for the bunker shot is going to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
All right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Let's get to
I
it.
got another thing too. So what if you're in a bunker but you're farther away?
When you're farther away?
Yeah, like
when you're farther away, think about it this way. When you're farther away, you're probably going to take a little more club, right? You're probably not going to hit a sand wedge, right? Maybe take a gap wedge or a sand wedge. It just all depends on the yardage. And then also on top of that, your contact point might change. So if you want to hit a little further, you probably want to get it a little closer to the golf ball. So do you think you're hitting 1.5 inches behind the golf ball? maybe half an inch,
Half an inch.
maybe 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
Okay, and then maybe what about the club face?
So,
Not so open, right? If you want to get more distance, right? The open club face is going to help you get more loft. All right, let's get to it, guys. Let's go 2, and then
2 sit out and then